we're going to do a shadow line with this one. We're going to demonstrate that, and we're going to use this fence attachment. And then we're also going to use the big router to create grooves and also work with the fence. So up until now, you guys have just used the bearing. So we're going to shake off the bearing and use some other colours just to show you how we can control the router in that way. So I'm also going to get you just to run a bit of a profile. So it's just to consolidate you guys being able to change colours quickly, safely, and run a variety of activities with the router. So the first one I'm going to do, guys, is going to put this trimmer cutter in. So this is just a straight, just a little straight cutter. This is the same one, but just a bigger version. So I'm going to start off with this one. Now that noise you can hear is a router saying, "Please stop! Don't hurt me!" So I would say it's probably a trimmer taking off too much material. To create, guys, on this piece of material, it's just what we call a shadow line. Now, it's roughly, we'll go for sort of 4mm by 4mm. I'll see what we can get on the cutter. So we can work with shadow lines across lots of different applications, but a shadow line creates, where we can't get a perfect join, we can make a feature of the joint. Okay? So the guys are going to do it on the bottom of the light. So where the light cylinder hits the floor, they'll never get a good joint where it hits onto the floor. So they're going to do like a 10mm by 10mm shadow line around the floor. That's a nice feature. So the first thing I'm going to do is going to set the depth up to about 4mm. So I'm just sighting through here, so it's basically from the base to the end of the cutter around 4mm. And I'm going to lock it in position. So that line, you'll find it's better to lock it in at that position because it allows you to get your hand around it. If that turns around to there, it sort of becomes in the way a little bit there. So it's worth just lining that up. So I'm going to knock that to 4, about 4mm. So if we were just to router across, like some of you've done, Christian, there, you can just go right across there. So we've got this attachment which lives with the trimmer boxes, and it basically allows us to decide how much we're going to go in this way. So we've established the depth, 4mm deep. So this fence on the side hooks on through there. This will be perfect. So obviously we don't want it touching the colour. We're just going to drop it down a little bit clear, and then we can lock it in position. So that top one now allows this to go in and out. Now you're probably not going to mean anything to you at this point, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to create, so that bearing runs along the straight edge, so I'm going to create a distance from this edge of the cutter to that bearing of approximately 4mm. And I'm going to lock it in position. So on all of the routering guides, now that we're picking up attachments, we've got to make sure everything is nice and locked tight. Okay? So if you can envisage, that is going to cut like a step down the edge of my material. Okay? So I've given you guys a piece which is quite oversized. So all it is, and you can keep this just to practice all your cutting on, just your routers, your setup for your routers, you can just practice on. So you don't have to do this all the way along the edge. All I want to see from you guys is you setting it up, producing a little section, and then I can just tick you off to say you've done that activity. Okay? So that's clamped to the bench. We've got glasses really close proximity. Okay, so again we're working from left to right. So we've got a step on there. It's 5mm by 4. So the depth is good. It's going down 4mm, but it's a little bit too much over. So this bearing needs to go over a little bit. So I'm just gonna, so this distance from here to here is 5. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna put a pencil mark on the edge of that casing there, because that's the adjustment we're gonna make. So now I can release this, and I'm gonna wind it over 1mm. So if it goes that way, it introduces less of the cutter. So I'm gonna go over, and I've created a 1mm gap. So I've wound it in about 1mm. So just to put a pencil line on there, it's just really useful. So now I'll have a go. So that's 4mm by 4mm. So it's only 1mm, but we can be in, you know, a lot of control. So how it works is, let's say we had a piece. Let's say we're joining those two pieces together. We're joining those two pieces together like that. You know, arguably you would never get a really great join between them. But if we make a feature of the join, now that's probably a little bit big, 4mm by 4mm. We might go 3mm by 2mm. If that was on the floor, you see it creates that shadow line on the bottom of the piece of material. Okay, so four by 4. That's the first one.